welcome back everybody to another episode of Supply Drop Sundays, and just as a heads up, stay tuned until the very end because I've got something really cool, another pickup that I really want to show you guys, so stay tuned for the surprise. And let's go ahead and open up, I got quite a few bags here, but let's go ahead and open up the first one. This one just has a few things in it. And the first one is this Concept Expanded Universe Airspeeder. So it really looks like a snow speeder, and I think this might be like the original version of it, possibly. And on the back here you can also see the concept art. I'm not sure who did this, it might say, but it's a really cool little piece. It was really cheap. And then also in the bag I got Boba Fett from the Saga Legends 30th anniversary. I was actually missing this Boba Fett. I have a majority of the Fett figures now, but this was one I was missing. It's not too rare, I just really didn't search for it that often. It does have the coin, everything on there. I really love the 30th anniversary Saga Legends set. It's one of my favorites because I love the boxes so much, they're so unique. And let's move on to the second bag. Now, a lot of these bags actually came from my friend Ryan. He ended up going to the toy department in Ohio and picking these up for me. What a legend. We've got this clone trooper here from the 2008 Clone Wars set. I believe it's 2008. And he looks really cool. A lot of these figures, again, I love the packaging on this. It is a day one issue. And also, as you can see, he's actually really weathered. It's actually a really nice touch. Even though the photo has him weathered, that doesn't mean the figure has to be. I was very surprised, and I really like that. And the next figure is another Clone Trooper. It is just called Clone Trooper, but this guy you might know from the Tartakovsky 2003 Star Wars Clone Wars. And this guy was on the Tiger Shark gunship, fighting General Grievous with all the ARC troopers. He's got this super cool weapon that has a backpack that flips out. Here's a little image of it on the back of the figure here. It's like one of the heaviest repeater rifle things that a clone's ever had. It's super cool. And this is also a Build-A-Droid pack, which is pretty neat. So you can build R4J1. This has his leg. So a super cool figure. I may open him up if I get the Tiger Shark gunship in the future. And another clone from the Legacy collection. This is a Bark Trooper. You might recognize that armor from Captain Neo from Episode 3. And he comes with a locker with more accessories, so they're kind of like surprise mystery accessories. It looks really cool. He's got a huge blaster. But I like how he is yellow. It's not just the red one from Revenge of the Sith. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, another clone. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a big clone collector. The next figure is the Episode 1 Phantom Menace Rick Oley. This guy is the pilot for the Naboo Royal Starship. And of course it's the Comtech line. All of them have Comtech chips. So you can hear them say their lines if you have the reader, which I do. But yeah, this is just one I was missing. I didn't have Rick Oley. I'm also missing C.O. Bebel, trying to get that guy. And I did pick up a couple other things because this one's not exactly a figure, but it's a figure accessory pack, which is really cool. So it's just it's the Sith accessory pack. So you've got Darth Maul's probe droids there with a stand. Looks like you've got a belt, and I'm not entirely sure what the thing on the bottom is. Looks like a spare cape as well, and then just more Darth Maul lightsabers to have as spares, which is really neat. So Black Series and Modern Vintage Collection. Can we get something like this? Because I feel like people would like these. I genuinely do. I would love to have something like this in modern Star Wars figures. And another Phantom Menace figure. I thought this one was very odd. It's a unique paint job on that Darth Maul. And a pit droid. Out of all the figures to come with a pit droid, Darth Maul came with one. So I thought that was kind of unique. And on the back here, we've got some more details, like the pod racers, the N1 starfighter. And at the top here, you see it comes with a pit droid, but that is not the one this came with, so I wonder if the others are different colors. And if you ever see the sticker residue on these, don't worry guys, I am going to clean those off and everything. And then I actually picked up another accessory pack. This one is the Naboo accessory pack. And it comes with like a grapple hook, it comes with a Jedi robe. I'm pretty sure that's Qui-Gon's lightsaber. A utility belt, and then some unique molded blasters, which is pretty cool. So I love the idea of these. I really love the accessory packs. And then I did end up getting some Power of the Force figures. This is Princess Leia Organa as Jabba's prisoner. And these ones, the ones with the holographic photos I love. Now, the main reason I ended up picking up this version of Leia is because the Vintage Collection re-released the Jabba's Palace playset, and I need her because I want to put her with the re-release of Jabba once I get that. And I also ended up getting the Jabba's Hut Dancers, so I really want to fill that whole scene out, hopefully. That'll be super cool if I can. And bag number 3. So first off is the first black series of the video. I ended up getting Rey and BB-8 from Jakku, which is actually number 2 in the line. The majority of the black series that I'm missing are from basically number 3 to number 18, I think. I'm only missing a couple in between there to complete the set. As you can see, it's definitely pre-photo real, but the BB-8 I actually kind of like. It's got some weathering on it, so nice pickup. Got it super cheap. Starting to run out of room here on the table, guys. And then this is one of my favorite pickups so far. It's got the fan's choice. It is a Covert Ops Clone Trooper. I have never seen this thing in like a comic or anything. I just love the way this thing looks with like the gray, green, purple accents, the gold coin with it. Like I said, it was a fan vote choice, which is super cool. And he has the 2008 like Clone Wars offer sticker. I'm a sucker for those. I've got like the Cad Bane that has that for the Nadab Veb and from the other Clone Wars line. So I love that stuff. Next off is another Power of the Force figure, but it's from the Shadows of the Empire line. My introduction to Star Wars. This is Prince Shizor with his energy blade shields, which I don't think we get to see him use those. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played the game in forever. But I love how the backs of these do have these like cutouts where you can get info on the characters. I just don't know if I want to do that, but it is really cool. It's kind of like the Micro Galaxy Squadrons thing they're doing right now. Unfortunately, this figure, they don't have like the extra bubble thing, so they don't stand up. So we will have to prop the prince up here. And next is Admiral Akbar from Powers of the Force. And to be honest, I actually am pretty impressed with this figure because of how old it is. And there goes Prince Shizor. We're going to put him over here. I am very impressed because of how old this figure is. And Admiral Akbar is an alien, but like the hands and the face detail on this are actually very impressive, to me at least, for how old the figure is. And there's a look at that legend right there. Vehicle of choice, the Mon Cala MC-80 Star Cruiser. What can I say? I'm a sucker for Admiral Akbar. I pick up all of his figures. We'll set him over here. Power of the Jedi. So this was like the predecessor for Power of the Force when the Phantom Menace was coming out, and I've never seen these guys in a figure form. So it's Fode and Bede, or Fode and Bede, the announcers for the Bunta Eve race around Tatooine. I think these guys are hilarious, so I definitely wanted to get these guys. And the packaging for this is pretty unique with like the Jedi Force file card thing they've got going on there, so pretty cool. Also, this one caught my eye is the battle droid with the boomer damage, the blue orbs that the Gungans throw at the battle droids. It's a pretty neat figure there, so just thought I'd share that because sometimes you don't know figures exist until you have a figure with a list of 50 of them on the back. And next is another clone trooper. This one is the space clone trooper in space armor. And here's the unique thing to me, is I always forget this. That is a Wolfpack trooper from Plo Koon's battalion. And if you guys recall, they've always worn like gray armor, but these guys are wearing like a red, dark red maroon color. And when I flip it over here, you'll see it's just not the color I remember. But when you think about the first episode they're shown in the pods being pried open, the lighting may make it look like that. So it could be that they started off red, because I remember in a comic book, Commander Fox had red armor, something happened, and then he had them all dye it gray. So if you guys know if that's the case, like they did start off red, let me know in the comments. And we got another Shadows of the Empire figure with the hollow photo there. It's Luke Skywalker in the Imperial Guard disguise. Never seen an Imperial Guard quite like that before, but it's just for Shadows of the Empire, and I now have the complete action figure wave. I'm only missing, I think 2 ships. I'm missing 2 ships from this wave, and that is the Boba Fett Slave 1 right there. I have the normal release, just not the Shadows of the Empire release, and the Outrider, so I do still need the Outrider. And we'll have to set him down because he doesn't stand up, of course. Now here's a really, really neat figure. So this is not the Tamora Morrison clone, it's the slightly younger one, where he's in the training fatigues. Super cool idea for a figure where, I mean, it comes with like some of the armor on his shins and hands, and then you can get shoulder pads. He comes with a helmet to put on him, but it's not the it's not the Tamora Morrison. You see, here's the photo of him where he's eating. It's the younger clone. So pretty unique figure there. I really like this one. So it's one of the more unique clone trooper figures that I have. And he does come with his own custom coin there. So pretty cool. Alright, the next box. So take the figure I've got here. This is really cool. This is the first of the comic packs that I own, and this is Star Wars, I'd say Obi-Wan and ARC Trooper. And the ARC Trooper looks sick, I'm not gonna lie. In the comic book and this figure, the weathering, the helmet, he just looks like he's about to just wreck some battle droids. The dude looks amazing. Obi-Wan comes with an alternative mask, it looks like, or maybe that's for the clone. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't read this comic, but it's awesome. And here's a little sneak peek of the back showing the figures, and like I said, they look awesome. The weathering on both of them, and then here's a scene or a cutout of the comic book and some of the others from the wave. I know there's quite a few from this that are very rare and very expensive, but this is my introduction to the line, and I really like it. Alright guys, and the thing I said I needed earlier, the Outrider. I did end up picking this. It's Dash Rendar's ship from Shadows of the Empire. So I'm not going to take it out here in this video, but if this is something you guys would like to see taken out of the box, do an in-depth review on, it's something I would definitely be open to. Just leave a comment and tell me what you guys think, and if you would like to see me do a review on Dash Rendar's Outrider from Shadows of the Empire. And if you guys have ever played the game, you know it does not do the B-Wing spin around thing it does in this. It didn't do that in the game at least, but in the action figure toy version it does, which is kind of neat. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're going to get to the point here where I was talking earlier. You're not going to want to miss the end here, because I really want to show you this amazing pickup I ended up getting. So we're going to get right into it here. I ended up getting the ARC 170 fighter from Revenge of the Sith. I am super, there go all those figures, I am super excited to have this in the collection. I eventually want to get the Tiger Shark version of this as well, but I am just so excited to have this, guys. Also, guys, just like the Outrider, if this is something you want to see me put together and do a review on, please let me know in the comments, because I'm gonna put it together anyway, and if it's something you guys would like to see, just let me know. I would love to share it with you guys. And yeah, so this has definitely been the most I have had for a supply drop Sunday so far. Kind of went on a little spending spree there at a couple toy stores, and like I said, thanks again, Ryan. I appreciate you for picking these up for me, and basically he was FaceTiming me the whole time while I was trying to see what all they had and everything, and I appreciate you a million, bud, for going there, letting me know and picking this stuff up for me. Got all kinds of nice figures, fine additions to the collection, guys. Tell me, out of all of these, what your favorite figure or ship that you saw was, and tell me why. Why is it your favorite? So I appreciate everybody for watching the video, staying this long. If you liked and subscribed, I appreciate you, and we will see you in the next Supply Drop Sunday.